Welcome to Freaky Fauna Friday, where every Friday we take a little time and explore some of the freaks of nature from around the planet we cherish so deeply. So please, jump aboard and let's explore the wilds together.
Oh, yeah. This is nice.
You gotta wait until I unmute you.
I couldn't help it. I just had to let it out. You know, it's Friday. Ain't it great to be here on Friday?
Mm-hmm.
I love Fridays. It's just so relaxing, so calming. That the weekend's behind you, and we just got the weekend to look forward to.
So today's Freaky Fauna Friday. Oh, I'm the great and peaceful mystery.
Oh, and I'm Jay.
See, you shouldn't have just started it off before we were unmuted.
I was excited. It's Friday.
Now, we're going to do Ben's favorite animal.
Oh, Ben's?
Mm-hmm. Matthew's son, Ben, from Arkansas.
All right. Hello, Ben.
The Peacock Spider.
The Peacock Spider?
Mm-hmm.
Is this a hybrid?
Oh, have you ever seen these guys?
I don't think so.
So we'll talk about, there's tons and tons of colors, but they have, they flatten their parts of their body and use their legs and have some of the craziest colors and dances you'll ever see.
Ooh.
So peacock spiders. Peacock spiders are a type of jumping spider that are most commonly found in southern Australia, though one species can also be found in China.
Interesting.
They belong to the genus Martius, which alone contains about 108 species in total. They are tiny spiders, often less than 4 millimeters long, about the size of a grain of rice.
Yeah, that's pretty small.
But don't let their size fool you. They pack high personality and are incredibly intelligent animals. Most species males are known for their incredible iridescent coloration on their abdomens, which they use to attract females through unique courtship dancing routines.
All about the courtship.
The dancing and all, they do all kinds of crazy, patterns and all. Yeah. So we'll get into these little guys. They are tiny. They are really tiny. But they have a lot of personality. And you can keep them as pets. And they'll just dance for you.
That sounds like fun.
They'll dance for their freedom.
So they're called peacock spiders because the colors?
They peacock, yeah.
Okay. Or are they because they show off?
All of it.
Oh, all of it. Okay.
They have some crazy colors. They actually are more colorful than we'll know, which is a fact. We'll get later.
Oh,
They have more
exciting.
colors than we can see.
Freaky.
Habitat, they typically love grasslands, woodlands, dry scrub, dunes, and forest.
Yep. Sounds like Australia.
Yeah. Typically not found in a lot of rain areas and stuff like that. Australia has some rain, like we already talked about, has many, many large rainforests. These guys are typically more of the drier climates, but
Gotcha.
they are found in sand dunes, but not like the full-on deserts most of the time.
Not the Sahara.
Australia, only a single species is located in China. So every other species is located in Australia. One single species is located in China.
And that one's different, not found in Australia.
I'm not sure, actually. I didn't look that up. It may be found in both. But there is only one species that's not just isolated to Australia.
Right.
Like I said,
One
average
free.
are about 4 millimeters long, about the size of a grain of rice. Males have bright colorations on their abdomen, blue, reds, yellows. Females are typically gray or brown. Typically, they don't look any different than normal jumping spiders.
Okay.
The females. The males are incredibly colored. Predators, everything.
So everything eats them.
Large spiders, insects, birds, wasps, everything. Top speed, they can jump about 40 times their own body length.
That's got to be a record.
It's not, there's several animals that could jump several hundred times their own body
Like
length.
a flea or something, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that one of them?
But it's still
That's pretty
incredible.
good.
It's still incredible.
Yeah.
There's 108 species of these guys.
Oh, wow.
So, and every one of them, like we talk about the darters here in North America.
Yeah.
Where sometimes they look at the same until they're breeding. Other times they're always crazy colored and they look very, very different.
So
these guys kind of have that same thing.
Oh, okay.
Several species may look identical until they're going to do courtship.
Then it's a whole new ball game.
And then others are, they're already just, very unique. These miniature spiders reside in a variety of habitats, although some species were particular about where they live than others. They prefer areas that are lots of leaf litter or grasses to hide in. They can also be found in sand dunes and semi-arid deserts. So everywhere.
Right,
Everywhere that's not
basically.
rainy.
Or covered in ice.
Or covered in ice. Peacock spiders get their name from their beautiful colors the males exhibit in their abdomens. Modified hairs on their bodies form brightly colored, shiny scales that are varying patterns, colors, blues, reds, yellows, purples, oranges, and several humans cannot even perceive.
Oh, this is where it gets freaky.
So remember we talked about mantis shrimp a while ago on this show.
Yes.
That they have. So we have now. I'm going to try to remember off the top of my head. We have 3 like cones in our eyes different color.
Right.
So every color a human sees is made up of 3 colors.
What is that? Red, green, and yellow, or something like that?
Is it?
Or red, green, blue? It's something weird like that.
Red, green.
Well, it's not the primaries, right? Isn't it?
No, it's like.
Or is it red, yellow, blue? The primaries.
I think it's red, green. I think it was red, green, blue. I don't know off the top of my head. I know blue. Oh, here. I know it's green for sure.
I think it's red, green, blue.
Humans can see the most shades of green than any other color.
Oh, okay.
Which makes sense because everything outside's green.
Green, yes.
No, so now mantis shrimp. I think they have around 11 different color rods in their eyes or cones in their eyes. So they can see, they have a base set of 11 colors when we only have a base set of 3.
Right.
So already that's thousands and thousands and thousands of more combinations than we can even perceive.
I can't even imagine it.
No, you can't imagine. Describe to me blue if I was blind.
Right, yeah.
You can't.
Oh, you know.
Cold.
Yeah.
I mean.
Sure. I mean, it works.
Blue, cold, wet.
Yeah.
So they, like I said, they get their names. So they form these almost, these scales almost look like feathers of some, like they're very unique.
The spiders have scales?
They have hairs that form a scale that looks like a feather.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yes, very unique animals. The purpose of these unusual colorations are to attract the females, which seem to enhance or they seem to be attracted by bright patterns in their dancing displays by the males. However, the males might be eaten by the female he is trying to attract if they are unwilling to mate or they continue to provoke them. So it's kind of this, it's literally a dance where he's trying to lure them in and kind of feel them out to see whether they're into mating or whatever. But sometimes the males won't, like if the female's not interested, they won't give up and she'll get annoyed and eat them.
Oh, so it's definitely a fine line.
It is. And a lot of these males get eaten. Despite their size, peacock spiders are extremely agile. They're great hunters. They have 8 eyes, which give them excellent vision and depth perception. They are almost always land where they want to go when they do their extreme jumps.
Mm-hmm.
Unsurprisingly, they also have developed color vision, which is able to distinguish between different shades, much like many birds and other invertebrates. As well as their eyesight, peacock spiders are able to jump tremendously far, sometimes 40 times their own body length. This allows them to pounce on insects such as flies, moths, crickets before they can fly away or jump. It makes it very difficult for predators to catch them. While peacock spiders are mostly solitary, they are mostly solitary and are not found in large numbers in a single place. They do come together to mate. During this time, the females, who are colored in shades of brown, leave behind silk lines they produce from their abdomen. Males are able to tell the chemicals in the silk if the female is ready to mate. Basically, they're leaving down like a little information card.
Right, yeah.
Males are able to tell from the chemicals in the silk if she's ready to mate, usually by touching the silk with their legs, and the pair begin the mating ritual. Peacock spiders are so small that studying their behaviors in the wild is extremely, extremely difficult.
And that's crazy that they know, how their eyes can see so much, being that small.
In fact, there are fewer than 10 known species recorded prior to 2011.
Oh, so these are really new.
Yeah, over 100 species of peacock spider have been identified since their elaborate courtship dance and bright colorations became more well known. They're hard to study. They're very small.
Yeah, you need a microscope.
Yeah, basically. But they have had a little bit of success with these guys in captivity. Since they are so small, they're able to make decent size enclosures to make these guys feel like they are not being watched, that they're not captive.
Yeah.
And that they will, act more natural.
Okay.
So we're getting better ideas of these dances and stuff like that. Most of the videos you see, you can look up the videos of these guys dancing, waving their legs in the air, and they have colored scales on their legs.
Yeah, I got to see this.
Most of those videos you see are in captivity.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
And it's because you can set up like a 100-gallon aquarium.
Right.
And with like a living biome.
And fix a camera on it.
Yeah, you basically, because most of the time they'll do these in like little openings. So you can make a couple of these little openings, where they're going to be.
Gotcha.
And you just put not one-way glass. And reptiles and fish and stuff, you can put like a layer inside the aquarium so the animals can't see out.
Okay, so they don't realize they're being watched. Yeah.
Which, that's how you can get more natural stuff. It doesn't work with a lot of species because of size constraints. These guys are so tiny, it works pretty well.
Yeah.
So let's get into some interesting peacock spider facts.
All right, I'm ready.
The males dance for their life.
Literally.
Yeah. Well, kind of. In order to mate, the male peacock spider will perform a dance routine, which is unique to the species and unique to the individual. They have like a rough, like pattern for the species, and then the individual will add a little bit of flair.
His own flavor.
They will actually flatten their abdomens to make them fan-like. So they'll lift their abdomens straight up in the air, and they actually look like they're untwirling. They're flattening them.
Wow.
And they have all kinds of crazy colors, and a lot of species will get their legs involved and all kinds of stuff. They usually choose a suitable platform before the dance, and you'll see this, like I said, in captivity, we make little clearings. So if you're looking for them in the wild, they'll actually find these and just sit and wait, because if you find a good clearing, the spiders will come.
Gotcha.
So he extends it and raises his abdomen, flattening out facing the females. He will wave his third set of legs in the air to perform the dance, drumming on the surface with his legs performing intricate jumps and dance moves. So he'll drum on the ground, he'll drum on his back.
Yeah.
Dance sideways.
That'd be fun to watch.
You can look up the videos, and these guys are really, really cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's over 100 species.
That's
there's
crazy.
Probably actually over 200 species. We just started looking for them.
In the past 15 years. Yeah.
The background of his abdomen is usually a deep black color, which makes the bright colors seem to stand out more. And then some of these colors are incredibly bright. They almost look bioluminescent or neon with how iridescent they are. The vibrations he makes with his legs also attract more females who can pick up on these vibrations from long distances relative to body size.
Okay.
We're not talking like a mile.
That would be insane.
But probably, I'm going to guess 5 or 6 feet.
I was going to say inches.
But when you're 4 millimeters long.
Right, and it's still a good distance.
A couple feet is a
shoot,
long way.
They can probably jump that far, though.
Let's see. Well, what's 40 times 4 millimeters?
It's too early for that. It's Friday,
160 millimeters. What is that, 16 inches?
I have no idea. I don't know.
I think it's like 16 inches.
My millimeter to inch conversion.
It's roughly, is it 10 millimeters to an inch roughly?
I honestly don't know.
I think rough.
Is that millimeters or centimeters?
I think, no, it's only like 2 or 3 centimeters to an inch or something.
See,
I don't know.
I'm not a metric guy.
I don't know.
Standard only over here.
If he's successful in this routine, the females will let him mate. But contrary, the videos will show that, he won't always kill the males they don't like. So there's many videos where you see where she doesn't like it and she'll jump on and eat him. Yeah. Most of the time, it doesn't end that way. They'll just go their opposite ways.
Well, I think they just know, like, all right, this is what he's giving me. This is his display. Yeah, this needs to not continue.
So why do you think the female is so determined by these displays? Like, she may look at dozens of displays before she picks a male.
Well, you got to have the right one to carry on the DNA.
It's a little more than that.
Okay.
They only mate once in their entire life.
Oh, so they got to pick the right one.
So they will often ignore or jump away from males that they do not like or care what they've already,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So better work on that courtship routine.
If the males do not get the message, if the female is unwilling to mate, the female will then attack and feed on the male. So.
Poor guy.
Next freaky fun fact.
Yeah.
Females take part in sexual cannibalism.
Okay.
Like we already kind of said, the flip side of the male side of it. The female is very selective. If she's not interested in the male or she's already mated, most of the time she will try to eat that male.
Ah, so you got to be careful now who you
Even if successfully in this dance routine, female peacock spiders do occasionally take part in what's called sexual cannibalism. Well, they will eat the male after they copulate, after they breed.
Like a praying mantis.
Yeah. Well, that's during.
Oh, that's during? Okay.
A lot of times she'll start eating him while he's still going.
Well, oh, no.
Often males will simply jump away immediately after mating, though. You'll see it. Like, there's videos of, like...
Gotta get out of here.
Yeah. Gone. So, fact number 3. They get their names from their colorful abdomens. And you got to look at some of the color patterns actually kind of hurt to look at. Like the one I got right here in front of me. The blues and the reds are actually hurting my eyes.
Dang. It's like in 3D.
And there's tons and tons and tons of colors. But yeah, they get their name twofold from their behaviors and from the colors on their abdomens.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like I said, freaky fun fact number 4, they can jump 40 times their own body length. That would be the equivalent of a human jumping over 70 meters.
That's just insane.
Almost a football field.
That's insane. Yeah. About three quarters. Yeah.
70% of a football field.
That's pretty good. That's a good jump.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just thought, and
out of no running start either.
No, that's from sitting still.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Freaky fun fact number 5. Females are much less colorful than males. Typically brown, very, very just jumping spider-esque look.
Yeah.
It can be extremely hard to designate the species of the females. So that when we're talking about researching these guys, That's another half the battle problem,
Yeah.
is that all the females are pretty much brown and black.
Yeah, they all look the same.
Yeah, so, I mean, even if you catch... So half the population, you can't ID from look.
Right.
Very easily. Like, there are differences, but we're talking about an animal that's 4 millimeters long.
I think they said the one species, you count the hairs. Yeah.
Around the vent.
Around the vent, yeah.
They are able to hunt prey much larger than themselves.
Ooh, like 5 millimeters?
Despite being tiny, peacock spiders can kill insects as large as a normal cricket.
Okay, that's...
So keep in mind, a normal cricket's like 10 millimeters long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost a centimeter. It's like a
Almost.
centimeter long.
Yeah. Like
Which is... That'd be like you killing an elephant by jumping on it, though, just so everybody's clear.
That'd be cool.
Like, ah!
Yeah.
And just biting it in the neck and waiting for it to die.
You know, I think I could do it.
So, we talked about they can see in more colors than we can, so they're actually
Yes.
much more colorful. And they're already really brightly colored for us.
Right.
They can also see UV light.
How do they know this stuff? How do they know?
We can talk about that.
I think all spiders can see UV light, can't they?
No, I don't think all species can.
Okay.
We're talking, that's a huge family group.
Yeah, it is true.
I'm going to say there's a big majority of spiders that can see in UV.
Yeah.
A big majority of probably invertebrates can. And I know a lot of birds can too.
Mm-hmm. There was a video once I saw someone had caught a spider in like a plastic cup, upside down. So it was inside there, and they were taking their remote control, and they pushed like the button, like a volume up button, so it'd shoot like the UV beams.
It was a camera.
Or is a camera? You're right. They touched the focus on the camera. Yeah, and the spider like reacted. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, and that may have been UV. That may be infrared.
Infrared. Yeah, you're probably right. Actually.
Which they can either see it or sense it.
It was something.
Yeah,
it was
it's
reacting.
bugging them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they can see UV. So not only can these judge depth perception very well and distance very well, peacock spiders are also able to see the full spectrum of colors and see UV light as well.
That's crazy.
So when humans see about 6% of the active light spectrum, these guys I think are right around 14 or 15%. So over double.
Right. That's crazy. It's still only 14,
and then I
15%.
think, was it peacock spiders we talked about, or not peacock spiders? Mantis shrimp are I think they're like 20 or something percent.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Which is still just so much light.
They can see in the other dimensions.
I mean, I think we talked about in that show. We should use them as ghost detectors.
Right? Yeah, mantis shrimp. When they start punching random things.
Female peacock spiders create silk hairs to protect their eggs. This is my next freaky fun fact for you. Females usually lay their eggs in the underground in holes in old wood and such. They will guard them and they will cover them with silk threads to prevent little predators from getting in and eating them. So with spider eggs, it's actually small things that are problems, not big things.
Okay.
So remember we talked about tarantulas and wide-mouthed frogs?
Yes.
Remember why the tarantula takes the frog as a pet?
Because the frogs protect the eggs.
From mites.
Right, yes.
So things that the spider can't even see, really.
Yeah.
To deal with. So these guys are still small, but mites are still smaller. So they have these, they basically make a nasty mat around them that is hard to get for the mites to get to the eggs.
Gotcha, okay.
So yeah, no matter what the size of the spider, mites are still a problem. They don't spin webs to catch prey, is our next thing.
Okay.
Like most jumping spiders, they actually jump on and latch to their prey items. More like a big cat when you really think about it. Peacock spiders do not spin webs in the same way. They spend much of their time scrubbing through the undergrowth and hunt small insects to feed on. They attack and kill their prey like a big cat by stalking them undetected before pouncing. It's been witnessed to stalk prey for over an hour.
That's really impressive, actually, for a little spider.
Yeah, well, because they're killing things so many more times their body size that they have to do it exact.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, once again, this article keeps putting up colors of these things. They actually kind of hurt my eyes. Peacock spiders are found in a variety of habitats, like we already said. Across Australia, peacock spiders are found in different habitats, including people's gardens and in homes.
Now, are they poisonous?
Venomous.
Or is venomous?
Yes.
Okay.
But we'll get to that.
Well, if you eat them, though.
I mean, they're not poisonous.
Okay.
We'll get to that. That's my last fact.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, each spider seems to have a unique dance. Now, that's my second to last fact. By this, I already said earlier that every species has basically a set dance, and then every individual modifies that dance.
Right, yep.
So you can tell the species by the pattern, and then there's just little flares in for the individual that matter much more to them than us from, being giants looking in kind of deal.
Okay.
The nuances of the dance are probably just for the 4 millimeter long beings.
Right, yeah.
But yeah,
it's like people in bowling, Everyone's got their own style.
As there's over 100 species of peacock spider, even scientists find it extremely difficult to tell them apart from each other. Sometimes it can only be done by looking at the colorful patterns of males, but more often or not, it's by observing the mating dances. So they have the mating dances patterned inside captivity. So when they go out and they watch and they go, okay, well, that's a greenback, red striped peacock spider.
He's dancing like Dave.
Mm-hmm. It is very difficult to tell their own unique dance. It is thought that different species have developed their own unique dancing displays designed to only please females of their exact same species. And this may be why there are so many species of these guys. Speciation happens much quicker.
Right.
When sexual display is much higher.
Right. When you need to stand out and be different.
Yes.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, okay, my last fact, peacock spiders are not dangerous to people. Although they are venomous, their venom has no effect on people.
Oh, okay.
They also have such tiny jaws that it's believed they can't even pierce human skin.
Okay.
And have never been recorded biting a human. I've been bit by one of our black jumping spiders here.
Yeah.
And it hurt.
Oh, did it?
They have meaty jaws. No venom or like they have venom like these guys.
It just hurt. The bite hurt.
But they have big jaws.
Yeah.
They use their venom to kill their prey, such as small flies, moths, insects, and other spiders. And like I said, crickets and that kind of stuff. But their venom really has no effect on mammals or vertebrates of any kind.
Okay.
A lot of spiders are like that more than not.
Yeah.
There are rare exceptions to the rule.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Always is.
But most spiders, their venom, unless you're allergic, which is a whole different reaction.
Right. Yeah.
That's your own body killing you.
Yeah. Not the spider.
Yeah. But yeah, so these guys in captivity, I know several people, you can look up videos online. Several people keep these guys in captivity. They're such a small species. You can keep a colony of them in like a 50-gallon or a 40-gallon tank like that. And people really, really enjoy them.
Yeah, they seem like fun.
And I don't know if you can actually get them here in the States. I'm going to look. You talk for a minute.
Well, I would imagine that you can't because being that they're only in Australia and China, I'd imagine they have some sort of regulation of bringing them.
Not insects. You can
really?
Much, insects and vertebrates.
Aren't they afraid of like them taking hold?
The only rule for importation, as far as I know right now, only heavy rules are on mammals and on amphibians. The two, like the dumbest things.
Interesting.
But no, I don't know. I mean, you'd have to probably go to the west for somewhere for these guys to take hold.
Yeah.
They need really dry habitats. It's not so much the heat. It's the low precipitation.
Well, we had that drought this year. They would have made it fine, Ohio.
Yeah, they probably do a couple until the winter came.
Yeah.
And it was 40 degrees outside, and then it's like
Get
the Australian outback.
Underground dome.
Okay. Peacock spiders for sale. I just don't even see. Because, oh, yeah, you can get them here in the U.S.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no.
Well, that's good to know.
Because I know jumping spiders are incredibly popular in the U.S. as pets for people that really, really like to keep spiders. And like arthropods and other invertebrates.
Well, it's good news for all of our freaky fauna listeners out there.
I think spiders are good pets. If
get
you
yourself a peacock spider.
If you understand what you're getting.
Right, yeah.
So, like, I know there's people that have trained jumping spiders as a whole.
Dang.
And jumping spiders are able to recognize up to, I think they've done the bigger species of jumping spider, not exactly peacock spiders.
Yeah.
But they are in the family group of jumping spiders. But bigger species of jumping spider, I think, are able to recognize like 20 different people.
Wow.
By their faces. Like
that's impressive.
They're not social in the way that we would think of social. But when they are social, they're really good about picking out individuals. And I know that they can. It's not an insect. It's an invertebrate. So it's not like love or anything like that. It's very different emotions. Yeah. But they know who feeds them.
You're right.
They know who. They'll do little games and stuff like that. I know several people online that have them where they'll hop out on their hand and sit in their hand and go to a different enclosure and that kind of stuff.
That's pretty cool. That would be nice to have a bond with a spider.
I know there's people that keep the species we have here in Ohio, the big black jumping spiders.
Uh-huh.
They're very, very popular in captivity.
I want to train wolf spiders.
I don't think you can. I think they have too much hate.
Do they?
It's like a 6-spotted fishing spider.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
They are very closely related.
No idea what that is.
I'll tell you what, it's a spider that catches fish that has 6 big spots on its back.
Oh, wow.
And they bite hard and often.
Very descriptive.
Unlike peacock spiders, they bite you, and they'll bite you a lot.
Just can't feel it.
No, 6-spot spiders?
No, you said peacock.
I said unlike.
Oh, unlike peacock spiders.
Peacock spiders won't bite you.
Gotcha.
6-spot fishing spiders, garden spiders, wolf spiders will tear you up.
Yeah. Well, wolf spiders, they keep the bad bugs out.
I'm not saying they're bad animals. I'm just saying, I don't know if you should, that's the one you should pick up.
I want to train them, though, to,
And I think people do get sick from their venom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not good.
Because I think there is a higher number of the population that is allergic to that type of venom. But yeah, so this has been Peacock Spiders. Thanks, Ben. It's Ben's favorite animal.
Yeah, thank you, Ben.
Maybe you should get your dad to get you a terrarium.
Yeah,
with
there
some
you
Peacock
go.
Spiders.
That's a great
I
idea.
want to see how much they are.
Wait, is this? Yeah, Christmas is coming up. Maybe ask Santa. Put it right there on your list.
Not as much as I thought.
There you
You
go.
want to guess?
$30.
There is one on here for $30.
There you go. See?
Oh my gosh, people make little houses for them. Keep in mind, these are 4 to like 5 millimeter long
Yeah, they're tiny.
animals.
Yeah,
And they're like in little houses.
that's funny.
No, 35 to, depending on which species, $35 to $60 an animal. So if you have successful breeding, there you go. You can make money.
Like per spider?
Yeah.
Yikes.
What do you think they were? Like,
I didn't think. I just don't think that would make it across the ocean.
why not? Spiders ship, if you ship them correctly, they ship extremely well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Invertebrates do, because they can go longer periods without eating,
True.
without stuff. They're better at. Yeah, you can get all kinds. Male regal jumping spiders are very common. That's the one we have here.
I'm glad to learn about this little freaky fauna animal, and I really hope Ben ends up with one. If seeing how it's his favorite animal and all.
Oh, here's what he needs to do. I'm on jumpingspidersforsale.com.
Oh, that's very perfect.
And you can buy. So they
It
have
sounds
some,
like a scam website.
I think it is real. Just from looking at some of the other companies associated with it. It may be. I have not done any vetting on this site, but they have tons of species available. So one thing I always like doing is buying the random thing. So you have a random select species of jumping spider from our available stock.
Yeah.
So it's $30 and you can just get a random one. So you got the chance to get that $200 animal.
That'd be sweet.
You never know. I've been the great and peaceful mystery.
And I've been Jay.
And it's Christmas time, guys. So try to spread some Christmas cheer. Bake your neighbors some baked goods. Hang up some lights. Sing carols. I really feel, I posted on the Facebook page a couple weeks ago, by the time this comes out, that I really feel like Christmas spirit, the reason for the season, has really been attacked the last couple of years, purposefully or accidentally. I just feel we're all kind of down and stuff like that. So it starts with you. Do your part. Make the world a better place. Just check on your neighbors, Start small.
That's right.
All right. Anything to add?
I think enjoy your weekend.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Freaky Fauna Friday. If you want to help the podcast grow, remember to share and give it a 5-star review.